So now the initial or the original matrix still stays the same. However, since we have a new basic variable y, the B matrix will have columns corresponding to the new basic variable. So we have column corresponding to S1, which is P3 1 0 0. This is 1 0 0. Column corresponding to Y, which is 1 2 2. So it is 1 2 2. And then finally column corresponding to S3, which is 0 0 1, which is 0 0 1. And then we calculate the value of B inverse, which should be what you see on the screen. 1 0 0 minus 0 0.5, 0 0.5 minus 1, 0 0 1. Next, so we have to calculate the new Pn prime for non-basic variable P1 and P4 and XB. So we have P1 prime is equal to B inverse multiplied by P1, P4 prime is B inverse multiplied by P4, and XB prime will be B inverse multiplied by XB. So what we see here is the values of B inverse on the left matrix, then the corresponding matrix that we are trying to calculate, and the result is shown on the right hand side. Similar for P4 prime, similar for XB prime, and then I have basically listed the Z matrix here for easy access. Once I have calculated P1, P4 and XB primes, I will next calculate the value of Cn primes for the new coefficients. And in this case, I first have to calculate the value of Cb. Cb is based on S1y and S3 values from the objective row. S1's value is 0, y has a value of 450 with a negative sign, and then S3 is 0. Now we will find C1, which is 350 with a negative sign. So we substitute these values along with P1 prime in this equation. So we will get the value of C1 prime, which is minus 125. So our C4 for this equation comes from here, and C4 prime is equal to 0 minus 225, which becomes 225. Clearly C1 prime is the smallest negative, and hence X is the new entering variable. In order to identify the leaving variable, we will have to use XB prime and P1 prime, and we will find the corresponding ratios between their elements. So in this case it is 16 divided by 0.5, 16 divided by 0.5 is equal to 32. 19 divided by 0.5, which is 90 divided by 0.5 is equal to 38. 12 divided by 1, which is 12 divided by 1, which is equal to 12. So clearly the smallest positive number is 12, and which points to our S3, hence the corresponding leaving variable is S3. We found that X is the new basic variable from the previous slide. Next, I will like you to repeat the steps 2, 3, 4 again with the new basic variables and see if there is still any new basic variable that needs to be brought in.